Hey guys, and welcome to another episode here of Ryan's Ohana. So on this vlog, we are going to talk about the Fab 50 for the 50th anniversary. Those statues that are going to be all around the resort there at Walt Disney World are actually there now. They're actually starting to put more and more statues out. There is a lot more that they have at the Magic Kingdom, and there's a lot more that they're going to put throughout the resort. Also, the banners are there as well. So we're going to talk about all that breaking stuff that has been released by Disney this week. So come along with it. Alright guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video today. So one of the things that Disney World had released this past week was that Expedition Everest over there in Animal Kingdom is going to be shutting down for a few months for a refurbishment. So we found out that it's going to be shut down from January 4th, 2022 until about mid-April. So when it first opened, Expedition Everest, I don't know if y'all guys remember, but the Yeti was actually an animatronic. He would actually move and he would try to grab the guests as they were going under him. But, you know, after it first opened, it broke down and Disney never really fixed him. So we're kind of hoping that maybe with this refurbishment, maybe they'll fix him and we'll have the Yeti back to being an animatronic. And that would actually be pretty cool. Because, I mean, the Expedition Everest is an amazing roller coaster. I love it. You know, it's fast. And when it goes backwards, I hate that part when it goes backwards, because I kind of turns my stomach a little bit. So every time I ride it, I have to take Dramamine, so that way I can you know, last on that ride. Quick story about that. So we were in Animal Kingdom a few years ago, and we went with our friends, and they had wanted to, it was a very light day with not a whole lot of crowd, and we were in, it was January, and the Expedition Everest did not have that long wait. I think it was like a 10-minute wait, so it was pretty much a walk on. So we rode it once and we got off, and then my friends were like, let's ride it again. I'm all like, all right, let's get on. So we rode it twice. And then after that, they're like, well, let's ride it one more time. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I can't do that anymore. So the third ride, I actually sat out, because I was like, there's no way that I can actually ride this ride 3 times in a row, because I will get sick and I will throw up, because I won't be able to last on that ride. And another thing that I wanted to talk about was Happily Ever After. So Happily Ever After is going to be going away. I'm really, really sad about that. That is one of my favorite shows in the world. I love Happily Ever After. That Nighttime Spectacular is just so amazing. Look, I got tears right now. We're just thinking about it. You know, it's such an amazing show, and I really, really love that show. And I got something in my eye. I got something in my eye. It won't go away. There it goes. Now it's out. So with Happily Ever After going away after September 29th, I'm really, really sad that it's going away. It's such an emotional show. I love it. You know, I'm sure a lot of y'all love it. I mean, comment down below on how much y'all guys love that show, that fireworks show. It's such an amazing. I know this last time when we saw it, you know, a few weeks ago when we went just to see it, I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm like, we're going to see this show before it ends, because when we went in January, they didn't have the fireworks back yet. And then so when they brought them back, I was like, and then they said that they were going to end it to put Enchantment on, which I've seen the sneak peek to Enchantment. I don't know if you guys have seen it on the Parks blog. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it. I think there's 2 versions of it where they show, and I think it's going to be amazing. I really, really think it's going to be amazing. I'm hoping that it's a lot better than what Happily Ever After is, because, you know, Happily Ever After is a big show to try and upstage. But after seeing the 2 videos of Enchantment, of like the previews of it, you know, I think it's going to be a good show. But with Happily Ever After leaving, I'm sad, because I love the show. It's emotional. I mean, it's just a great fireworks show overall. You know, I know a lot of people are sad that it's leaving, but, you know, hopefully Enchantment will be good. But September 29th is the last day that you can see Happily Ever After. So if you don't get a chance to see it before then, they have videos of it. I've recorded it like 3 times. If I can, I think I will post it on my on YouTube as well, if it allows me to. But you know, I really love that show. It's an amazing show. You know, if you ever get a chance to see it, watch it before it ends. So September 29th is the last time you can see Happily Ever After. And one more thing that I wanted to talk about was Rise of the Resistance. Disney had released that Rise of the Resistance boarding groups are going to change. So as you know, for the boarding groups, to get the boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance, you have to get up at 7 a.m. You have to log on at 7 a.m. Eastern time, the time of the Eastern Standard Time, and get into your My Disney Experience app, and then log in and hit the button to get into that virtual queue at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you don't get a chance to get a boarding group at that time, you have to wait until 1 p.m. and you have to have a park reservation. Sorry, I forgot that. You have to have a park reservation that day to be able to try and reserve a boarding group. So if you don't get it at 7, you have to try again at 1. And you have to have all your things confirmed and everything when you're in there, to that way you can try and get the boarding group. Now, if you don't get it at 1, then you don't get it for that day, and that's what sucks. Because sometimes, you know, you're there, you're trying to confirm all your party, and then by the time you hit to join the queue, because you try to confirm your party, you're not able to get a boarding group. So what Disney has done is 1 hour, so at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can actually log on to your My Disney Experience app and confirm your whole party that's going to be riding with you that day in the park, as long as you have a park reservation, and you can confirm all your party before the 7 a.m. time for you to try to get into the queue. So at 6 a.m. you can confirm your party, and then that way at 7 you're already confirmed. All you got to do is just join the queue, and then hopefully you can get a boarding group. And it'll alleviate a lot of people having to be like, oh man, I missed it because I had to confirm my party. So this time, because honestly, the 2 times that we've gone since Rise of the Resistance is open, we've ridden that ride, and that is such an amazing ride to ride. If you ever get a chance to ride it, ride it. I love that ride. You know, just the details that Disney goes into in the queue, on the ride, and when you're going through it, it's just so much details that they put into that ride, and it is such an amazing experience. I hope you get a chance to ride it. And those are the 3 things that Disney had released this week. So I just wanted to, like I said, to do a real quick short video on this, and we will see y'all guys in the next one. So stay tuned for more information on Disney. That any news that pops up, I will try to get that news out to y'all. Stay tuned for more videos that are going to be coming up here pretty soon. I don't know what's going to be next, that what we're going to try and do next, but I do know is that we are going to have the giveaway for the 50th anniversary pin. So if you haven't, subscribe to this channel so you can get your chance to win the 50th anniversary pin, and also that way you can already be in the running for the Winnie the Pooh loungefly bag that we're going to be giving away here pretty soon as well. So like I said, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see y'all guys soon. Have a good one.